Dear students, it is the fifth video about the week fifth revision phase. In this video, we are going to cover barriers to the effective communication in the workplace. Workplace means your office, wherever you work in office, fine. The main objectives included physical barriers to the nonverbal communication, psychological barriers, emotional barriers, jargons and acronyms, lack of attention, differences in perception and viewpoint, physical disabilities, differences in language and unfamiliar accents, expectations and prejudices, cultural difference. Barriers to communication means the obstacles, difficulties, challenges that hamper someone communicating freely and fully. Everybody somehow have to face a kind of barrier of communication. He may suffer from physical barriers, means some loss of any body organs, weakness, eye weakness, impaired hearing, sniffing, fine, or paralysis. These are called physical barriers. And your physical barriers have two, the apparent physical barriers and the mental, that is called cognitive barriers, and they are included in psychological reasons, mean lack of attention, lack of concentration, memory loss, lack of reproduction of concepts, clear, lack of mean insanity or other problems, they are called psychological barriers, clear. And then emotional barriers, jargons and emotional barriers related to again psychological barriers, lack of attention, perception, point of view. These are, so we divide the barriers of communication into two, inner of human being, outside the human being, barriers within the human mind and physical entities, and barriers outside the human, fine. These barriers are the first one, physical barriers to non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication cues, gestures, postures and general body language can make communication less effective. Psychological barriers, anxiety, hypertensions, that one cannot uh, speak to one and other people. Some students you have seen that they are not confident enough to appear before the audience, and they think that if they start appearing they might face some troubles, fine. Emotional barriers, that are religious, political, attachment, creed and ideas, clear. Jargons and acronyms, uh, jargon and acronyms, every employee have their own jargons and acronyms, and these have a different impact on the others, lack of attention, perception and viewpoint. Physical barriers include old or broken equipment used for communication, uncomfortable temperature, background noise, poor lighting, clear, large work areas, closed doors, large geographical distances. Psychological barriers, I have emotional instability, lack of emotional intelligence and utility, they are called physiological barriers. Organizational structure barriers, yes, this is really a very important thing, that for example when you go to any government department for simple work, you find that there are so many steps and complexities just for one thing, that it spoils your lots of money and things, which on the other end can be done in a very simple way. This is not a physical barrier nor perceptual barrier. It is structural barrier, organizational barrier. In fact, the British introduced the French system of management here that is more complex and lengthy, involving many hindrances. Fine. Perceptual barriers, attentional barriers, some people are not able to attention, they are all physiological. Cultural barriers, that because of the culture, norms and traditions, people are not able to mix up, communicate. For example, in Balochistan, KPK and in certain areas of Punjab, girls are not allowed to mix up with the boys, and even they are not allowed to uh, enroll in co-education educational institutions. It is all cultural barrier, assumption, jumping to conclusions and premature evaluations, that our own guess, saying something without knowledge. Fine. These are all the barriers in semantic and the language barriers. Language is a huge barrier, you know. A person speaking French cannot survive here. At least he should know about the English, because the people of subcontinent are mostly having English as their second language, but a person speaking French may not be well. Interpersonal barriers. So all are the barriers of communication. In the second part of this, public speaking skills. Public speaking skills has been already expressed, that public speaking skills to address the people for their benefit or your own benefit. Clear. In our life, we have to face maximum people one to one in office and street and shopping center and marketing. Fine. Public speaking skills basically are the the quality of the leadership. Clear. So it includes speech, discussions, marketing. Fine. They all are the public speaking skills. We need confident, friendly, enthusiastic and energetic while you are speaking to the public. And these things must be controlled while you are speaking. Voice control. Tone mean quality of your voice. Pitch means high and fall of your voice. Volume of your voice. Clear. Body language must be confident. Clear. Delivery means the deliverance of your subject matter. Speak slowly and deliberately. Pause between ideas. Carefully articulate and pronounce your words. Avoid fillers, sound like unnecessary things. Vary your pitch. Clear mean keep giving some pauses in. Fine. Audience relation is very important. Following points should be considered. Acknowledge your audience right away. Show respect. Make eye contact. Clear. And this is all about the week 5th. Thank you very much.